I first saw Ape Escape when my friend invited me around to play his brand new video game. When I asked him, "Why'd you pick this game?" he replied, "It's got monkeys on it." Listen, this isn't going to be one of those in-depth video essays where I explain to you every teeny tiny detail of every Ape Escape game. I mean, I kind of will, but it's not going to be 5 hours long. I'm just here to touch on what makes Ape Escape just so fun to play, and why I need Ape Escape 4. Oh, and if we're at, I'm mostly going to be using Ape Escape 2 footage, since it's the only one released in HD, but all my observations and critiques are pretty much present in all the games. Ape Escape first came out in 1999, and first game to require the use of the DualShock controller. The aim of the game... Okay, right, listen. I know it's called Ape Escape, but you do catch monkeys. Like, they're different animals. Was that the first nitpick of the channel? Anyway, the aim of the game is to catch a certain amount of monkeys every single level, with the aid of a bunch of fun gadgets that are things kids would own. Stun clubs, hula hoops, RC car, and helicopter blades. The gadgets are easily one of the most unique aspects of Ape Escape. The reason for requiring the DualShock is because of the gadgets. For example, to catch monkeys, you need to use the monkey net. To swing forward, you press forward on the right stick. To use the copter gadget that helps you get to higher places, you have to spin the stick round and around. Going back, it feels weird not to control the camera with the right stick, but it's something you do get used to very quickly, and you can always use L1 to recenter the camera behind you. In total, there's been 3 mainline Ape Escape games: Ape Escape 1 on the PS1, Ape Escape 2 on the PS2, and Ape Escape 3 on the same console. The mainline series always gets mostly positive reviews, and aspects of the franchise still crop up every now and again. Spike from the first game even appears in PlayStation All-Stars, looking interesting. Replaying these games, I was surprised at how similar the formula is to Mario Odyssey. The levels in Ape Escape are more linear, but both games involve you going through a level in which you have to obtain a certain number of collectibles, with much of the game revolving around figuring out how to get that collectible or finding a secret that will reveal them. Granted, most of the monkeys in Ape Escape are in plain sight, at least for your first time through. Where the monkey catching really shines is when you revisit levels with all the gadgets and find areas you couldn't access before. Ape Escape doubles down on the bite-sized challenges that Odyssey would come to use, but it breaks up the gameplay with lots of smaller levels, where you can blow through 5 of them in half an hour. Similar to Mario, you also don't need to catch every single monkey. You can leave out half of them in the same way you don't need to catch every single power star. For example, in an early level, you come across a monkey riding a T-Rex. For most people, it's the final monkey you need to catch for that level. It's a mini-boss that involves you baiting the T-Rex to slam his head into the wall, thus knocking the monkey off his back. But, in your second time through, or if you took time to explore further, you'll find a second monkey just sitting in the back. So any future playthroughs, you'll remember this is here. You can save this mini-boss when you have more gadgets. It's situations like these that make the games so much fun to replay, because you're using your own knowledge to make future playthroughs feel more efficient. It's something you can't do as effectively with Mario Odyssey levels, because of the sheer number of collectibles where it just feels overwhelming. And, adding on top of that, you can only collect half the power stars after you beat the final boss, whereas Ape Escape, every monkey's there for whatever order you want to catch them in. If there was to be an Ape Escape 4, or even a collection of the first 3 games, it would be perfect for the Switch. While you've got clumps of levels that are in similar settings, there's so much variety in these games. Beaches, casinos, haunted castles, snowy mountains, all of which have monkeys that dress or interact with the environment. Half the fun of this entire franchise is just finding monkeys and seeing what they're up to. Most of the time, they're not even doing anything wrong, they're just enjoying themselves in the environment. You've got Shawnee Boy here, who's just relaxing and enjoying a cup of tea, who then carries the cup with him when you start chasing. In snow levels, they all wear cozy jackets, and you've got this guy chilling out being Santa. All the monkeys have unique names too, and most are puns, like the Santa monkey is Monkey Claus. You've also got Tom Key Cruise, Bamboo and Deanie, and John. I think Ape Escape would just benefit so well from a brand new entry. Taking modern game mechanics and applying them to a simple formula like Ape Escape could make the simple joy of catching monkeys so much more engaging. What I would love to see, if Warner Brothers didn't patent it, is a Nemesis style system that was used in Shadow of Mordor, in that you would develop relationships with the orcs. Ones that come back to life after you kill them, or ones that taunt you if you run away. Applying this to the monkeys would fit so well. There could be a small chance of a monkey escaping your grasp and then taunt you in future levels. Or if you use the gadget to catch him, he could then get his own version of that gadget to counteract it, or chase you down with it. For example, if you caught a monkey using the RC car, they could then get one themselves and chase you around with it. Honestly, if you just expanded the characters from Ape Escape 3 to have more unique abilities, it would no doubt increase the already great replay value. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next year or so we do see some kind of new entry to Ape Escape, hopefully built from the ground up, similar to how Spyro and Crash were treated. I mean, both of those were also PS1 classics. And surprisingly, the controls don't even need updating. The unique gameplay style with the DualShock, and it's unlike any game that exists right now. But I can understand why Sony is so hesitant to continue the franchise. Let's have a look at the trophies for the PS4 port of Ape Escape 2. 84% of players that bought the game caught the first monkey. Pretty regular for the first trophy in a game. The percentage of those that beat the first boss, Monkey Blue, drops dramatically, going from a common trophy to rare, with only 32% getting this far. In fact, the trophy for beating the final boss is only 6%. Whew, that's quite low. I think this could be due to the fact that Ape Escape 2 rarely goes on sale, and honestly I'd be surprised if many people even know this port exists. Also, if anyone wants to come round to play the soccer minigame so I can get the last trophy, that'd be really great. Occasionally, you'll see some vague Twitter posts from an official Sony source, maybe hinting towards a new game, but it's always just very vague, nothing concrete, and so far there's been nothing to come of it. Some sources thought that Ape Escape was going to be remastered for the PS5 at launch or something. No, that did not happen. Yes! If you're brand new to the franchise and are wondering where to start, I'd absolutely recommend the first to this day, if you can get your hands on it. And if you still got a PSP kicking about, you can get Ape Escape P, which is a remake of the first game. The controls are a little stiffer, but perfectly acceptable. There's still lots of charm in the dated graphics, and the music is easily the best of the franchise. Surprisingly, most tracks aren't even fast-paced or upbeat at all, instead going for something chill that to me just feels like a pure PlayStation sound. It's something that just doesn't happen anymore, where a console can be recognised by its audio identity. And I know that just by playing this song, I know I'm sending someone just right back to their childhood. It also has the best scale and difficulty, with the final levels being surprisingly tricky, as they become so vast compared to those early in the game. Without playing it, I just simply can't express the joy of playing Ape Escape. It's the perfect Saturday morning game where you can play in the background as you watch TV or listen to music. However, Ape Escape 2 remains the most accessible with its PS4 port, and it's still a ton of fun. It's still equally worth your time. Whichever game you decide is the most accessible, or the one that grabs your fancy the most, I hope you have as much fun with it as I do. I hope you get as excited about Ape Escape news as I do. I really hope that one day we can come back and explore the new Ape Escape together, the new news together. Hopefully, there's some good news in the future. Of course, whatever game you land on, I highly recommend taking it slow, paying attention and seeing what the monkeys are up to, and then going back after you beat the final boss to catch those uncollected monkeys, because that's where the game really shines. Alright, that was my first video. Thank you very much for watching. I will be doing things like this again, hopefully with bigger in scope. And by the way, I don't have a Patreon or any patrons, so All the names you're seeing, I just made those up. So yeah, thanks, bye.